Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. So today we are going to start our lab section. That is nothing but Mathematical Modeling and Simulation Lab. And the subject code is AEL 507. In this particular lab, we will be using completely the MATLAB. So we'll be trying to code some problems and get some results, interpret those results. That is what we are going to do in this particular lab. As you know, some of you might have already studied MATLAB. So anyway, majority of you haven't started studying MATLAB. So we'll be starting from basics. Then we learn a little bit about the functions, inbuilt functions in MATLAB. So after that, we'll be start writing the commands in MATLAB and see the commands are working properly or not. Then we discuss about how to write a script file, then how to write a function file, and what are the different types of loops we use. All those things we'll be discussing in each class by each class. So what I decided is each video will have few problems to solve. So I'll be explaining those problems and solving those problems in MATLAB. What you can do is you have to go through these problems and understand those logic. Then you start writing those programs in MATLAB and see whether you are getting the correct answer or not. So once you've done that, the entire thing has to be written in a Word document. That means, let's take, you are having a 9 videos. I'm going to upload a 9 videos. Each video you can consider as one lab. So whatever I discuss in that particular video, you can use, make use of that video and start practicing those problems. And the same thing, you write it as a report. So finally, you will be having the entire thing in a Word document, which we discuss in this for the videos. Okay, and in between, if you are feeling any doubts, anything regarding the programming or any doubts, whatever is coming in your mind, you can message me. We can discuss about that. Definitely, once the videos are uploaded, once you completed the record and send it to me, after that, definitely I'll be taking 1 or 2 sections for our MATLAB class. Okay, there we'll be discussing the doubts and all. So at that time you can bring your doubts or any kind of clarification we can discuss in those classes. Okay, but just day by day or maybe like in bundle way, I'll be sending these videos soon, and you have to finish it before the deadline. I'll be giving the deadline. You can check your teams for the more details. Okay, anyway, so here the MATLAB, you can, I assure you one thing, that comparing with any other kind of programming language, I'm not talking about Python or anything, I'm talking about the programming languages we have used before, that C, C++, maybe C hash, maybe Java you have used, SQL, so all those things, right? Comparing with that, the MATLAB is very easy because we are using a high level language and it's very easy to understand the, the function names, or the keywords, everything, because we use direct English here. Okay, so anyway, I'm not going to delay much more. So we are just directly jumping into the introduction part of the MATLAB. Okay, don't think that I'm going very fast. You can pause the videos in between and look at the problem we discuss. Same thing, you can start doing it in MATLAB. So don't worry if you don't have MATLAB. If you don't have MATLAB, you can download another software called GNU Octave. GNU Octave. That software is free software. It is not that capable like MATLAB, but the problems which we are discussing here can be done in Octave. Okay, so that make use of that software. So whatever you write in MATLAB, the same thing can be done in Octave also. Or if you don't have the laptops or something, in mobile also, you can download the MATLAB app from Android. I don't know whether it's available in iOS, but in Android it is available. You can download that MATLAB, and using your university email ID, I think you can open the account and start using that one. Okay. Yeah, anyway, so introduction part. So what MATLAB, as I already said, it is a high performance language for technical computing. So in so many places the MATLAB will be used, especially in control systems, flight dynamics and all. Okay, so semester by semester you may be learning these subjects and you can incorporate MATLAB also there. Okay, but anyway, we are not going to the deep into MATLAB. We are going to scratch the outside part basically. Means we are going to discuss about the basics and to understand how to write a script file or something. You can see here what are the different things we can cover in MATLAB. What are the capabilities of MATLAB is given here. It can computation basically, algorithm development, modeling, simulation, data analysis, graphics, engineering graphics, so graphical user interface, all those things are there. So I urge you to go and look more theory or more problems related to MATLAB. You can find those one and you can start practicing that while you are attending these classes. The same time, you know, sidewise, you can do some more problems. You cannot learn everything from this class. So definitely you need additional resources that you can get it from internet. Textbooks are available. So all those things are available. You go and do more problems and get proficient in MATLAB. So what is MATLAB? What do you mean by that word MATLAB? It is actually the abbreviation for Matrix Laboratory. Matrix Laboratory. So from the name itself, we can understand one thing, that we are going to deal with the matrix. So anyway, we'll discuss that in next step. That means whatever the values we are having, whatever the values we are going to deal with, everything is actually in a matrix form. Or you can say that multi-dimensional arrays. So whatever, no matter what type of data it is, it may be a floating data, it may be just an integer, rational number, whatever the data, it may be a character, maybe a string, doesn't matter, everything will be saved or everything will be represented in multi-dimensional arrays. That is one of the easiness, like you can pick from, you know, if you have a matrix, if you want to find what is the fifth one, so we can say that, okay, second row, second column. So you'll be getting the fifth one, maybe sixth one. So we can easily pick it and we can replace it. So you can do the manipulation very fast using multi-dimensional arrays. So that is what exactly we are going to do in MATLAB. Okay. So once you open the MATLAB, this is what you see. Anyway, I'm going to show you that I'll open the MATLAB here. So you can see, I hope you can see the MATLAB. So this is how it looks once you open the MATLAB. So this is a 2018 version, 2020 version is the latest one. Okay. So if you look at this one, one second. Yeah, this is how it looks, and I'm just going to delete this one. I don't want this one now. Okay, yeah, let it be. Fine. So you'll be divided this MATLAB environment into 3 sections. That is the first one, the left hand side. The extreme left side is current folder, extreme right is workspace, and the center one is command window. This is a basic layout, you can say. The basic layout. If you go to the layout, you can make it default. This is nothing but the default layout. So if you don't want to see the workspace, you can hide it. So individually you can take it, everything can be happen. I mean, like you can do it like a normal Word document or Excel document. The same way, this is how the software looks. So current folder, it's easy to understand what is current folder. Now you are going to do some program. So everything is based on that particular folder. Like example, just let's say this one. You can see here, uses desktop MATLAB files. This is the folder I am working right now. So in that MATLAB files, there is a program called Hoffman. So this is what current file, where the current file is kept, that you can see from here. And looking at the workspace, whatever the things we do in MATLAB, maybe a program, maybe just a command running, whatever you do, you will be having so many variables, right? And the variables will have some values. So all those values will be stored here. You can see that example. Going back to that, I'll just risk a equal to 5. I can just simply write. So a equal to 5. So see to the workspace, you can see that there is a variable. The name is a, and the value is 5. It is not necessary it's a single value. It can be an array of values, maybe a matrix, anything. Okay. And the command window, coming to the command window. So command window is used to write the commands. Let's take, I have written that a equal to 5, that is a command, right? So we are not discussing about a script file. We are not discussing about a program file that is coming afterwards. So here we can just write, okay, let's take b is equal to 6. Is equal to 6 is different. Same time the workspace also will have that. So I need c equal to a plus b. I can do that. C equal to 11. So I can see the workspace also will have c equal to 11. So this is how it's done. So this kind of commands, this kind of functions, we can actually use it in command window and see how it works. And the result also can be seen there itself. After this double arrows, you can see that whatever you write here, okay, I'm just writing something random. So MATLAB is saying that it's undefined function or variable. So it is not defined anywhere. So if you want to go back to C, instead of writing C again, you can go to this up and down arrows in your keyboard. Look, if I press up and down, so I can see that there are so many variables I have used so far will be here. Let's go and click B. So B is written again. So if you don't want to show the answer, let's take this b is equal to c. If I press, you can see that b is equal to 6. Here it is b equal to 6 is shown. But if you don't want, if you want to suppress the answer, what you can do is b is equal to 6 and put a semicolon. It is not shown. Okay, let's take another variable x equal to 100. I put a semicolon here. The answer is suppressed here. It is not going to display in the command window. But that doesn't mean that the value is not assigned. If you look at your workspace here, you can see that the x is assigned as 100. Okay, now I just wrote so many things in the command window. I just want to clear it. Just put CLC. So C is used to clear the command window. But clear the command window, once the command window is clear, that doesn't mean that the workspace is cleared. See that the workspace will have those values. Still the values are assigned. Like if I just press A here in the command window, that will give you the value because the values are not vanished. It is still there. Okay. So if you want to clear this one, just type clear. So if you write clear in the command window, your workspace will be cleared. Or you can directly go to this ribbon here in the home section. You can clear workspace, variables, all functions, whatever it is, you can just click clear variables. If anything is there, let's take a equal to 5. There is one variable in the workspace. I can just clear workspace. So that way also we can do it. So here I can just clear this one. So this is the main environment. There are so many things in your ribbon, the top taskbar. You can see that plots, apps. This few things we will be discussing in the later stages of the MATLAB class. Okay. Now going back to this PPT. Yeah. So anyway, what I told, like if you go to GNU Octave, you'll be having a similar kind of environment, but it's not exactly similar to MATLAB. There are so many functions are missing from GNU Octave. But again, I'm telling, if you don't have the access to MATLAB, then only you have to go through the Octave. So you cannot say that, okay, I didn't have MATLAB, so I couldn't do it. No, you have to download the GNU Octave and start doing it. And even you can do it online also. The online Octave will be there. There also you can write the program and run the program. So this we have discussed already. So these are the few operations, functions, and constants used in MATLAB: addition, subtraction, multiplication. So multiplication will be that it is a star. Division is right side black backslash, we can say. And absolute value, if you want to find, that is ABS. Square root is SQRT. And e raised to x, that is nothing but exponential of x, that is expx. Ln of x, that is natural log, that is nothing but log x. Directly write log x. If your base is different, if the base is 10, then you have to write it at log 10. So anyway, these are just a few things. You can just go through this one. while doing the problems anyway, you will be get used to these things. Okay. So what are the arithmetic calculations we can do it in MATLAB? That is addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, exponential. So always remember, we'll be doing few problems here. The same thing we are going to do it in MATLAB as well. Okay, that is what we are trying to do here. So see here. Okay, these are anyway. There is nothing much to worry about because these operators are very familiar to you. So you are going to use that one. So look at this question: 2 raised to 5. So what you need to do is after getting these videos, go through the videos. The same time, maybe you can try doing these problems while I am doing it. At the same time, you can do it. And the same time, you just make sure that you are writing the question as well as you are writing the command in the MATLAB and finding the result or the solution and make it ready in the Word document. Okay, I'll show you the Word document once the classes are over. So similarly, you have to write it. So here the question is solve 2 raised to 5 by 2 raised to 5 minus 1 and compare with the 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to 5 raised to minus 1. So we'll just see what is the difference. So here we are trying to test our ability to understand the number of brackets. So brackets are very important. So since this is 2 raised to 5, there is nothing much to worry about. You just introduce a variable. In that variable, you have to store the answer for 2 raised to 5. Store the answer for 2 raised to 5. Sorry, 2 raised to 5 by. So I just declare a variable x. X is basically the answer for 2 raised to 5 by 2 raised to 5 minus 1. And the y is nothing but 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to 5 raised to minus 1. So this is what we are going to find it. So how we are going to write it in MATLAB? So anyway, I have already given here. You can try that, but the brackets, you have to make sure the brackets are properly aligned. So here in chess, see this one, 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 5 minus 1. So 2 raised to 5, and this is a command in MATLAB, 2 raised to 5 divided by 2 raised to 5 minus 1. So like that we have to write it. In the second case, 1 minus 1 by, this is the second term is, okay, you can put a bracket here also, no problem. 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to 5 raised to minus 1. The whole raised to minus 1 is there, right? 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to 5, the whole raised to minus 1. So result will be coming x and y. So how will you do this one? Here, now we are discussing only thing in command window. Whatever you are writing here is in command window. We are not going to do a programming here so far. So what I need, I just copy paste, let's see whether it works or not. X, I'll just take x value and go to MATLAB and put it in command window. X is equal to 2 raised to 5 by 2 raised to, let's take the value. So since I put a semicolon here, the value is suppressed. So I just want x, I can see the x value. Or if you remove the semicolon also, you can do that. So just click the upper arrow, up and down arrow. So up arrow, if you press, you can see that whatever the things you have done so far, you can use up and down arrow to take anyone and just put it here. I'll just remove the, then press here. Then I remove this semicolon, so I'll be getting the direct answer here. And go back to the second one. Second condition, let's see that. Sorry, yeah. Just right here. So y, you can see here the y value is 1.0323. So we remove this one, or I can directly y is equal to, I can write y, just type y, you'll be getting this. So these are the, this is how we are going to do it. So everything we are going to check it, the command, whether the functions we are using are right, the syntax is right, everything we are going to see here. Okay, that I think this is done. So I'll just put CLC so I can erase everything from the command window.